good training weekend of getting a few races and getting out on the track?
Yeah, it's always really good. Obviously, living in the Borders, I do most of the training on my own, so it's good every now and again to have like a full-on squad weekend where everyone's all the wheelchair racers in Scotland come over. You get to see how everyone else is doing as well, because especially yesterday there was lots of young kids as well, and they're all getting measured up for their new chairs, and everyone's so excited, and that's really nice to see that the legacy is living on from Commonwealth Games and from London and things. So it's really nice that people are still interested in getting into the sport. But yeah, it's great. Especially today we had the head coach of British Athletics, Jenny Banks, down, and she just helped us just with a little bit more bunching. And I don't do a lot of training with other athletes, so I struggle with the more tactical side of things. So it's good with Jenny coming down here and just showing us different ways of how we can be a bit more tactical and think during a race instead of just going out and getting a bit starstruck when you're halfway through a race and people are doing a lot of manoeuvres that you know nothing about. But it's been really good.
What's the difference between the Grangemouth and freezing cold as opposed to when you go to Tenerife or when you're competing in Rio?
It's tough because, obviously when I'm out in Tenerife you don't have to do a long warm-up because you're already warm. Whereas here it takes so long to get the muscles warm, and then especially in a racing chair you can't actually wear that many layers because it's tight already, and then when you put more layers on you just feel so just squeezed in on your shoulders, and you just feel like you can't rotate your shoulders as well. So it's really difficult to try and stay warm but at the same time stay mobile. But actually this track's really good, it's been made for this Commonwealth Games track, so it's actually a really nice track to race on. But yeah, I wish it had Tenerife sun.
And even your hands in that one, does it take a while to get going and get some...
Yeah, my gloves aren't very covering either, so most of my fingers are out and showing. And when you're going pretty fast, your hands are the things that cut you through the air, so the pinkies get very cold. But then again, you can't even put gloves on because then you won't get your hands in your gloves. So it's quite difficult to try and stay warm.
And you've obviously got the new chair, so talk us through how it was when you first chance to use it, and just what the changes are.
Yeah, so I got my new chair yesterday. It's very exciting. It's like getting a new toy. I've tried to cut out as much weight as possible on my new chair, just the things I need and the things I don't need. Kept it very basic. Lowered my front forks a lot straighter, to try and put a bit more weight through the front so that when I'm pushing in my starts, as everyone will probably say, that I'm not the best starters. So hopefully this means I'm going to put as much power through the start as possible without lifting off the front end. And I'm a lot lower here in the C position, and that's just so that I'm more aerodynamic. So I've had to, because I'm T53 and I haven't got very good abs to keep myself positioned up, and my shoulders weren't strong enough a couple of years back, my knees were always very high, and so we've slowly started to just drop them. So the first time getting in it, you had a very sore neck, try and hold your neck up, and you've got to stitch very quickly, but hopefully I will get used to it. Just take time to get used to it. Straps in different places, and got a big strap at the back of my back where right on the position where I lose sensation, and that's meant to just keep you stuck and rigid so you're not moving around anymore. So all the force is going down instead of to the side and round about, so the force is just hopefully going to be forward.
And how did it feel then on the track?
It felt really good. My speeds were looking really good, especially for this time of year, and the wind out there. So hopefully it'll do big things.
Yeah. And you had obviously is it Rob from Bromwich?
Yeah.
So that was in hand as well. Not only
yeah.
the chair, you're getting someone there.
Yeah, so Bromwich are great. They're really, really good with me. I have quite a lot of specifics on how I want my chair, and they're really good because they understand that this sport's it's my passion and I want to be good. And I don't just send down my measurements and build my chair and send it up. And I go down all the time to make sure it's how I want it, so that if it doesn't work, then it's me to blame. But Rob takes great pride, I do believe, in my chair. He thumbs up and he's so excited to show me it, and I'm also excited to see it because he always does such a great job. So yeah, he's really great. He's good with the kids as well. He came up and done a workshop yesterday just showing them how to care for your chair, because I think you need to care for it because it's so expensive at the same time, but it's what makes you go faster.
And is it small margins? Is that what you're looking for now? Just little advancements?
Yeah.
Just to improve that a little bit?
Yeah, I don't feel like I can make. I've always realised that my times are going to it's going to be a little drops off it this year. It's probably not going to be seconds and 4 seconds and things like that. That has been the last few years. So in my chair, that's all I'm looking for, is just the millimetres, just to make me that little bit closer. So when I'm crossing that line, it's a third place instead of fourth. It's fourth place instead of fifth, and then one day hopefully I'll be before everyone else, and that's what you're aiming for. Just try and get stronger, but you want the weight to stay down, so you need the weight to stay down in your chair, but then you want it to be heavy at the front, and it's just, I think obviously technology as well, para sports constantly changes, so it's also trying to keep up with that as well. But hopefully this year I'll do the trick this year.
And so does it give you confidence in it, even if it's just psychological, having a new chair, is that something that gets you kind of excited, gives you an extra bit of excitement?
I think having a new chair, it definitely helps psychologically, especially when I'm training with the boys and I can see where I am. Like I knew where I was before Rio, and then again today, I was a wee bit further ahead, and that gives me a great boost. Even knowing how early it is on in the season, knowing that my winter training is all going to plan. Hopefully I'll come out and I'll absolutely blast it, but you just have no idea. You really don't. You think that everything's going to plan, everything's usually smooth, but you don't know until that gun goes, do you?
But at the moment, feeling...
At the moment, great. Perfect. Thank you very much.